Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon. How you doing, YouTube? So there's a lot of ways people challenge jurisdiction. So today, um, not sure how you say jurisdiction completely, but as a defect of how to get a case not dismissed but overturned or for a new trial. Okay, and that's for jurisdictional defect. So under Title 22 of the Judiciary, Section 205.10 states that the attorney appearing shall file before or on or no later than 10 days a written application of appearance. So you know how you go to court, fine. You go to court, then the prosecutor's there, they file their appearance, you put notice of appearance, boom, that's an appearance. But you know how sometimes they bounce you, and then you keep going back to court, and then they sometimes have different prosecutors, and sometimes they continue switching prosecutors. And the reason we want to assert this is because usually they deny your motions, they deny almost everything, especially in New York. There's two cases that people recorded the experiences in court and won the cases, and these are things that I did, and I was denied. But thankfully, I put on so many stuff. This is one of the ones I did. All right, so that means the case ain't over. Disregard the case. I'll update the case on my own. But right now, is a notice of appearance. Shout out to the guy that taught me this. Rest in peace. So in New York, it's 22. It's N.Y New York compilations, codes, and rules. Something like that. But you just go to Title 22, Section 205.10, and it's going to state, this is from the Judiciary Act, and Section 2 or Chapter 2 states that it's for the New York trial courts. So that's criminal courts, that's Supreme Criminal Courts, at the trial level when you first go before court and all that. So you say your objection, Your Honor, I object as a jurisdictional defect. The prosecutor here has failed to satisfy 22 NYCR Code Section 205.10, in which they haven't filed the notice of appearance as a jurisdictional defect. They're gonna overrule it. You're gonna say, well, I object on the record as a mistrial, as an appealable issue, as a jurisdictional defect. And that's it. You get that on the record. Make sure you do that. Nobody in here files their appearance unless it's the first attorney, which is the first prosecutor. You get what I'm saying? So that's something I haven't seen anybody talk about. It's one person. So I looked it up for my county, and make sure you look up for your county. They all have it. If you can't find it, you're not looking right. You could probably gotta look under the Judiciary Act in your county. Even if it's for prosecutors in the criminal court, you gotta find it on the Judiciary section. In my county, it's New York. It's 22. It's Title 22, Subchapter 2, Section 205.10. And it says any attorney making any appearance on any person or defendant. I don't know the keywords by memory, but it says on any appearance, regardless of what side. You have to make it. If they don't make it before, during, or after, then you establish your objection on the record as a mistrial, as an appealable issue, as a jurisdictional defect. And if you get it overturned on that ground, I don't have to see how long they have to prosecute you. I don't know if they ever ask you, what do you want done? Well, you say, well, I want this case dismissed. I want this case dismissed. Then if he overrules that, then you whatever. Well, I'm challenging this. I'm challenging that. Well, I want a new trial. I want I want a motion heard. I want the whatever you want waived, whatever, But always say, I want this case dismissed. There's a lot of people that go out here before a court. The judge asks you, what do you want to do? And they don't say, I want this case dismissed. They ask, well, before I can continue, you have to answer this or answer that. Or do you have this, do you have that? He's asking you, what do you want done? So say, I want this case to be dismissed with prejudice. So there you go, the power of challenging a prosecutor's appearance. So if you got the same prosecutor for the whole case, just make sure that you request from your attorney or from yourself, you file a discovery or the bill of particulars where they got to show their appearance. That says notice of appearance, prosecutor so and so. Now when they switch prosecutors, object on the record, be like, I object, Your Honor, I don't know who's this prosecutor. I don't even know if he's a prosecutor, you know. So there you go. Keep that in mind. Challenge appearance as a jurisdictional defect. Holla at me. Make a donation, subscribe, like, and submit your questions. Most of all, submit your questions. I want to be able to answer questions.